Jai Shri Gurudev. Good morning to everyone, students. In the previous classes, we have learned about the chemical properties of alcohols. So, the next chemical property of alcohol is dehydration. It is very important for the purpose of examination. That is dehydration of alcohol. So here observe the word dehydration. Here there is two words in dehydration, that is de and hydration. De is nothing but removal and hydration is water. So dehydration is nothing but a removal of water. The process of removing of water is called as dehydration. That is occurring alcohol, hence we called dehydration of alcohol. Now to remove water, the dehydrating agent is concentrated sulfuric acid. The dehydrating agent is concentrated sulfuric acid, very important for 1 mass. So that the alcohol is treated with the concentrated sulfuric acid at 443 Kelvin, dehydration takes place to form alkene. This whole process is called as dehydration of alcohols. So see example. Alcohols, that is generally carbon CH2 bond CH bond OH. So this is the general representation of alcohol CH2 bond OH. Here the alpha carbon and beta carbon. From beta carbon the hydrogen is removed, along with OH group you get water as byproduct, and the main product is alkene. This is treated with concentrated sulfuric acid, H2SO4 at 443 Kelvin. So this is called dehydrating agent. Now here there is one hydrogen, this hydrogen and this OH is removed as water, that is the H2O, and the remaining is R bond CH. Here one hydrogen is removed, double bond is formed between these two carbon, double bond and CH2. So this is what? Alkene. And this is alcohol. This is called dehydration of alcohol. Now example, take example. Very important for exam. Definitely they ask 4 marks the mechanism. Later we will study the mechanism after learning the reactions. Now example, take ethanol CH3 bond CH2 bond OH. This is what ethanol. Now this ethanol is treated with a concentrated sulfuric acid H2SO4 at 443 Kelvin. So they ask in exam, explain dehydration of ethanol into alkene. Means ethene ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಅವಾಗ ನೀವು ಈ ಕೆಮಿಕಲ್ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಬರೀಬೇಕು. Okay, so this is alcohol, that is ethanol. Now after treating this reagent, concentrated sulfuric acid, this OH, and here there is 3 hydrogens, right? Out of 3, one hydrogen, and this OH becomes what? H2O plus H2O. So remaining is CH2. One hydrogen is loses, then remaining is CH2, double bond and CH2. Here OH is eliminated, so that bond is formed. Now it is called as ethene. So they ask, how do you convert ethanol to ethene? ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಕೇಳಬಹುದು, ethanol ಇಂದ ethene ಗೆ ಯಾವ ತರ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ ಅಂತ. ಇಲ್ಲಾಂದ್ರೆ explain dehydration of ethanol into ethene anta. So then you have to write this reaction. Now second example, see, take propanol. That is propanol is nothing but CH3 bond CH2 bond OH. This is what propanol. How many carbons are there? 1, 2, 3. So that propanol. Now this propanol is treated with concentrated sulfuric acid H2SO4 at 443 Kelvin. So what you get? OH, and this is beta carbon, right? Alpha, beta, gamma. Okay, this is alpha, beta. Beta carbon in the eliminate ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ. So that beta hydrogen is eliminated, hydrogen and this OH becomes what? Water, and double bond is formed between alpha and beta carbon. So the resulting product is CH3 bond CH double bond CH2 plus H2O. So this is called dehydration of alcohols. Now propanol to what you get? Propene. 1, 2, 3. Propene. Okay. Now we have to going to study the mechanism of this conversion from alcohol to alkene, that is ethanol to ethene or propanol to propene. Now take the mechanism. The next one is mechanism of dehydration of ethanol to ethene. Already you know the chemical reaction, how to convert ethanol to ethene. Now we are studying the mechanism. See, the mechanism involves 3 steps. The first one is protonation of ethanol. Then dehydration of ethanol, means formation of carbocation. Then the third one is removal of hydrogen to form alkene. These are the 3 steps that we have studied one by one. Now take first one, that is step 1. Step 1. That is protonation of ethanol. Is this step 1? So now take ethanol. You know ethanol, CH3 bond CH2 bond OH. This is ethanol. Now observe in chemical reaction, we are treating the CH3 bond CH2 bond OH, which is treated with concentrated sulfuric acid H2SO4 at 443 Kelvin. So what you get? Alkene, right? That is CH2 double bond CH2 plus water. So you get this one, main product. Now concentrated sulfuric acid is an acid. The word it says acid. ಆ ವರ್ಡ್ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಆಸಿಡ್ ಅಂತಾನೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ ಇದೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಸಲ್ಫ್ಯೂರಿಕ್ ಆಸಿಡ್ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಒಂದು ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಂಗ್ ಆಸಿಡ್. ಓಕೆ, ಡೈಬ್ಯಾಸಿಕ್ ಆಸಿಡ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಂಗ್ ಆಸಿಡ್. Hence, after ionizing the sulfuric acid H2SO4, it gives H plus HSO4 minus. ಈ ತರ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಯನೈಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ H plus ಅನ್ನೋದೇನು ಪ್ರೋಟಾನ್. This is present in solution. So ಏನಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಸಲ್ಫ್ಯೂರಿಕ್ ಆಸಿಡ್ ಹಾಕಿದಾಗ ನಾವು H plus ion ಅನ್ನೋದು ಇರುತ್ತೆ. Therefore, it is treated with H plus. ಅಂದ್ರೆ H plus ಜೊತೆ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ. And you know the oxygen containing 2 pairs of lone pair electron, right? These lone pair electron get abstract this proton. You have to be show the arrow marker. Now this proton is abstract, or this lone pair electron is abstracted by this proton. So you get CH3 bond CH2 bond OH. Here there is one hydrogen, right, which is added to this hydrogen. Therefore CH2 put here positive charge because the lone pair electrons is abstracted this hydrogen. Now you get this cation. The second step, step 2, that is formation of carbocation. Formation of carbocation. The mechanism is important for 4 mass, definitely. So here the carbocation is formed. That is dehydration takes place. Now take this one, CH3 bond CH2 bond OH2 plus. Now here the oxygen is electron deficient, right? So that we are writing positive charge. Hence this bond is unstable. So that this electron is moves towards this positive charge like that. Now after breaking this bond, the carbon carries positive charge. So write that one, CH3 bond CH2, carbon carries positive charge plus H2O. So here observe the chemical reaction, the whole chemical reaction, water is eliminated. The second step, water is eliminated. Now carbocation is formed, that is we are writing formation of carbocation. Then step 3. Step 3 is protonation of alcohol. That is protonation of carbocation. This is carbocation. Protonation of carbocation to form, sorry, not protonation, deprotonation, removal of proton, that is deprotonation of carbocation to form alkene. So ಏನಾಗಬೇಕು, deprotonation ಆಗಬೇಕು, alkene form ಆಗಬೇಕು. So take this one, that is CH3 bond CH2 plus. Now here there is one proton, right? In the first reaction it consumes H plus ion, and in the last reaction that H plus should be removed. Here there is 3 hydrogen. Out of 3, 1 hydrogen is eliminated as H plus. That can be written like that. See, CH2 bond H. This is 3 hydrogens. Now this bond moves towards this carbon side, and this H is eliminated as H plus and form alkene. That is CH2 double bond CH2 plus H plus. So in the first step it consumes, and in the last step it is eliminated. Okay. Now we get alkene. This is ketene. This is the mechanism of dehydration of alcohols to alkene. ನೋಡಿ, alcohols ಮತ್ತು alkene ಬಂತು. ಇದನ್ನೇ ಒಂದು ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಬರ್ತಿದೀವಿ, ಅದೇ 3 ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ. That is called as a mechanism. This is formation of alkene. Okay, how these processes are reversible processes, right? Like that. ಇವೆಲ್ಲವೂ ಏನಾಗಿರ್ತದೆ, ರಿವರ್ಸಿಬಲ್ ಪ್ರೋಸೆಸ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದರಿಂದ ಒಂದಕ್ಕೆ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. It is converted from alcohols to this carbocation one, and to this one to first one, alcohol. Like that, these are the interconvertible reactions, means reversible reactions. Now the first step is a fast step. This is the rate determining step and the fast step. And the second step is a slow one, slow step. This is not rate determining one. And this is the average one to form alkenes to alkene. Okay. So this is the mechanism, very very important for formulas. The next chemical property is dehydrogenation of alcohol. So after dehydrogenation. See the word dehydrogenation. D means removal of hydrogen. Hydrogenation. See, hydrogenation. In the last reaction, hydration. Hydration means water. So ನೀವು ನೋಡಿರಬಹುದು, ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಸುಸ್ತಾದಾಗ ಹೈಡ್ರೇಷನ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಡಿಹೈಡ್ರೇಷನ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಹಾಸ್ಪಿಟಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಟೇಕ್ ಹೈಡ್ರೇಷನ್ ಅಂತ, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನೀವು ಹೈಡ್ರೇಷನ್ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಅವಾಗ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು, ವಾಟರ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ತಗೋಬೇಕು. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನೇಷನ್ ಇರೋದು. ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನೇಷನ್, ಹೈಡ್ರೋ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ವಾಟರ್, ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನೇಷನ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್ ಅಂತ. Dehydrogenation, removal of hydrogen. So here to remove hydrogen we are treating a reducing agent, that is copper, at 573 Kelvin. 573 Kelvin ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾಪರ್ ಅನ್ನು ಹಾಕ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಟ್ರೀಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್ ಎಂದು ರಿಮೂವ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಆಲ್ಕೋಸ್ ಇಂದ, and you get aldehydes or ketones from respective alcohols. Now take the first one is primary alcohols. So dehydration, first one from our primary alcohols. Primary alcohols. To take primary alcohols, that is CH3 bond CH2 bond OH. Directly we are taking example primary alcohol, that is ethanol. This ethanol is treated with the copper at 573 Kelvin. Copper at 573 Kelvin. At this temperature, dehydration takes place, that is removal of hydrogen. See here there is 2 hydrogen. Dehydration takes place at alpha carbon, but dehydration takes place at beta carbon. Dehydrogenation takes place at alpha carbon. So that one carbon from here and this hydrogen becomes hydrogen gas, that is H and H becomes H2, and the remaining is CH3 CHO, that is CH3 bond CHO. Okay, CH3 CHO. This is called aldehyde. So from ethanol to get ethanol, AL. Okay, that is called ethanol. This is ethanol. AL ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು, aldehyde ಅಂತ. So OL ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು, alcohol ಅಂತ. ethyl alcohol ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ethylaldehyde, that is called ethanol. Okay, similarly take second example from primary alcohol, that is take propanol, CH3, CH2, CH2 bond OH. This is what propanol. This propanol is treated with copper at 573 Kelvin. So what you are expected here? One hydrogen from this carbon and one hydrogen from neighboring carbon. So one hydrogen from hydroxyl group and one hydrogen from neighboring carbon, that is primary carbon. Hydrogenation takes place, that is dehydrogenation. You get aldehyde. H and H becomes H2 gas. This is gas. Show like that, or you have to be right here gas. Now remaining is CH3, CH2 and CHO, that is CH3, CH2 bond CHO. Don't write COH, always write CHO. So this is called propanol, that is aldehyde. Okay, this is the dehydrogenation of primary alcohol. Similarly take secondary alcohol. Dehydrogenation in secondary alcohol. See, from primary alcohol you get aldehydes. So what you get from secondary alcohol? Let's see. Now take secondary alcohol, that is CH3 bond CH bond CH3. This is secondary alcohol, right? Means the OH group is attached to the secondary carbon that having only one hydrogen is called secondary carbon. Now what its name? 1, 2, 3. That is 2-propanol. That is alcohol. Now this 2-propanol is treated with copper at same temperature, that is 573 Kelvin. So dehydrogenation takes place, that is this hydrogen and this hydrogen. Illiruvanಥ ಎರಡು hydrogen dehydrogenation ಆಯಿತು. So here to remaining that is hydrogen gas is eliminated. The remaining is CH3 CO CH3, that is CH3 bond CO CH3. So this is called ketone. From propanol to get to propanol, that is 2-propanol. Ketone, ONE and then ketone anta propanol. Okay, so from alcohol to we get the ketone, that is from secondary alcohol to ketone you get. Okay, this is the dehydrogenation of alcohol, that is secondary alcohol. Now take tertiary alcohol. So tertiary alcohol, tertiary alcohol. Example. So dehydrogenation of tertiary alcohol. Take tertiary alcohol, that is C bond CH3, CH3 bond CH3 bond OH. Okay, this is tertiary butyl alcohol, right? That is tertiary butyl alcohol. Now this tertiary butyl alcohol, it means that the OH group is attached to carbon without having any hydrogen. इतर ಯಾವುದೇ hydrogens ಇಲ್ಲ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ. So that we call tertiary alcohol. Now this tertiary alcohol is treated with copper at 573 Kelvin. Then copper at 573 Kelvin ಅನ್ನೋದು dehydrating agent. Dehydration agent ಯಾವುದು? Dehydration of concentrated sulfuric acid. Okay, dehydrating agent ಯಾವುದು? Copper. ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಬಂದ್ರೆ ಕಾಪರ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಹೈಡ್ರೇಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಬಂತು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸಲ್ಫ್ಯೂರಿಕ್ ಆಸಿಡ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. Now observe, for tertiary carbon there is no hydrogen, hence the hydrogen from this OH group, one of the beta carbon hydrogen, ಇದು ಆಲ್ಫಾ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಆಯ್ತು, ಇದು ಬೀಟಾ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್. ಈ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಇಂದ ಆಗಿರಬಹುದು, ಈ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ any one out of these 3 beta carbons, one hydrogen is eliminated. Now here removing of hydrogen rather than removes water. Hydrogen remove ಆಗೋ ಬದಲು ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ವಾಟರ್ ರಿಮೂವ್ ಆಗಿಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ, ಡಿಹೈಡ್ರೇಷನ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. CH3 ಇರೋದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ one OH group and one hydrogen from here, ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ವಾಟರ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. COH and H becomes water. So dehydration ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, hydrogenation ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ, but the reagent is copper at 573 Kelvin only for tertiary alcohols. Now CH3 CH CH3, ಒಂದು ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಯ್ತು ಅಂದ್ರೆ CH2 ಆಯ್ತು, OH ಹೊರಟು ಹೋಯ್ತು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ಬಾಂಡ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, that is CH3 bond C CH3. Okay, now CH2, one hydrogen is eliminated. Now the valency of carbon is also deficient, so that write here double bond, that is CH3. Now this is called as alkene. Alkene bantu, name it 1, 2, 3. 3 carbon atoms. At second carbon there is methyl. Okay, that is 2 methyl, 1, 2, 3 propene is the impact name. You get alkene. Okay, this is the beauty of dehydrogenation of different alcohols, that is primary, secondary and tertiary. So remember, from primary alcohols what you get? Aldehydes. Okay, from secondary alcohols what you get? Ketones. Okay, from tertiary alcohols what you get? Alkenes, ENE. Okay, this is only suffix for different functional groups I am writing. Alcohols primary, that gives aldehyde, secondary alcohols gives ketone and tertiary alcohols gives alkene when dehydrogenation occur. This is the dehydrogenation of alcohols. Now the next one is distinguish between primary, secondary and tertiary alcohols from Lucas reagent. Tumba important to Lucas reagent ಅನ್ನೋದ್ರಿಂದ ನಾವು ಯಾವ ತರ primary, secondary ಮತ್ತೆ ಟರ್ಷರಿ ಆಲ್ಕೋಹಾಲ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಡಿಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್ವಿಶ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಐಡೆಂಟಿಫೈ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಅನಲೈಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂತ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆರಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದು. ಓಕೆ, so the next one is distinguish between primary, secondary and tertiary alcohols from Lucas reagent. So that is called as Lucas experiment. Very important. You can also do in labs. Now labs ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. So Lucas experiment ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ. So here there is 3 columns, that is experiment means what we are doing, observation means what we are observing after did the experiment or done experiment, then inference means what we are concluded finally by observing the observation. Okay, observation and ನೋಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ನಾವು ಏನು finally conclude ಮಾಡಿದೀವಿ ಅನ್ನೋದೇ inference. Now in the experiment the Lucas reagent is that is anhydrous, very important. The Lucas reagent, that is the Lucas reagent is anhydrous zinc chloride ZnCl2 plus concentrated hydrochloric acid HCl. This is the Lucas reagent. He is treated with alcohols. So see here, the Lucas reagent is what? Anhydrous zinc chloride and concentrated hydrochloric acid is the Lucas reagent, which is treated with alcohols, which gives turbidity immediately. Observation means turbidity gives immediately. So when the turbidity gives immediately, turbidity means precipitate anta. ಮೊಸರು ತರ ಬೇಗ ಆಯ್ತು ಅಂದ್ರೆ turbidity gives immediately. What we are inference means what we are concluded, it is tertiary alcohol. Tertiary alcohols means the given alcohol is what? Tertiary alcohol. Then similarly turbidity gives, this is first confirmation. Second one, if turbidity appears after few minutes or after 5 minutes. After 5 minutes or few minutes, it called secondary alcohol. Secondary alcohols. Similarly, if turbidity gives only upon heating, means turbidity appears only on heating. Heat ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಮಾತ್ರ ನಮಗೆ turbidity ಬಂತು ಅಂದ್ರೆ that is called primary alcohol. So see why heating only gives primary alcohol. Basically, the turbidity is formed only when the zinc chloride and concentrated HCl is reacted with alcohol. It forms respective acid chlorides. Correspondingly, nಮಗೆ chloride salts form ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Chloride salt. Due to that, we get turbidity. Here, tertiary alcohols reactivity is very high with Lucas reagent, so that they give easily the salts of chloride. Hence, the turbidity appears as soon. Hence, it confirms that the given alcohol is tertiary alcohol. If turbidity gives very slowly, means after few minutes, that we call secondary alcohol. If turbidity appears only when we are heating the mixture, that is called primary alcohol. Like that, we are distinguishing primary, secondary, and tertiary alcohol from Lucas reagent. So this is very important. Here the concept of alcohols is completed. Then we are going to study phenols. In the phenols, already we studied the nomenclature of phenols and introduction. Similarly, we also studied the introduction and nomenclature of ethers. Now going to preparation of phenols that we will study in next week.